Hello again, everyone. How's everyone doing? All right. Hello. Welcome again, everyone. I told you that I would be going live today. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday. I decided to relax today, and I promised you that I would go live. So I do try to keep my word unless this is something totally beyond my control. Alley Cat, I'm sending you my email right now, love. That's lsibert at ymail.com. Okay. There we go. There you go. Roll call. There are several of you here, but you have not typed anything. I can't see your name if you don't say hello, send an emoji. So I'll give some time so a few more people can join the live chat. Alley Cat, yes. Yeah, email me, love. And remember, that is an L. A lot of people think it's an I. If you send an I won't. If you use an I won't get it. So LSIB is in boy, ERT at ymail.com. That's it. So I'll be looking to hear from you, love. Okay. All right. We're coming in. Beverly's here. Global Logistic is here. Florida, safe travels, love. I know you're going to be listening as you're driving. Please be careful. Okay. Baldwin Birds, how are you? Yes, Baldwin Birds, the Dems do not stop with the racism or the lies. That's to be a Democrat. That's what you have to accept, right? That's all they're going to do is to continue to push that narrative to keep us divided. I've already discussed with you guys, and you guys, know like I know, that's the tactic that they use. Divisiveness. How you doing, LL? LL just dropped the first truth bomb of the day. LL said one promise Democrats will definitely keep is replacement. They've already replaced us Americans. So wake up, people, those that are still sleeping. Yes, we've already been replaced. Oh my God. And those of you who were wondering, I was trying to wait for a few more people to come in, but we'll go ahead and get started because there's several people here that just haven't typed anything. Let's go ahead and get the fire started. Look at this title. Democrats are pandering to Black Americans for votes by promising reparations. I'm getting ready to drop the second truth bomb. There will be no reparations. They are not going to give you anything. That's a carrot that they dangle to get votes. Also, if you guys, those of you who've been here, Laurie and Alley Cat, you guys are always here. I subscribe to Dr. Thomas Sowell's ideology. There was a gentleman who was on last night. I told you I'm currently reading some of his books, and everything he says makes sense to me. He's written over 40 books. Unfortunately, I'm like the rest of you. I'm out here working. I don't have time to read as much as I would like to, but that's okay. We're still going to make it. I'm going to make it. How you doing, Laurie and Mary? All right. Several people are now typing something. If you want me to call your name out for roll call, just send an emoji, say hello, whatever, and then I can call your name. And so we've been talking about these tactics. Now, some of you, LL, excuse me, my allergies are cutting up, so you may hear me trying to get a clearer voice, but that's all that's going on. Allergies this time of the year, they flare up just a bit. So please bear with me. I still wanted to go live because I did promise you that I would. So all of you who are here, we've been talking about this. They're not going to give Black Americans anything, but newsflash, it's time to vote. So now they're forming these commissions. I did a video and I want you guys to check it out. I'm going to drop the link. New York did the same thing because Black Americans were so angry that they're giving millions and billions of dollars to non-citizens. Folks, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You know, some of my favorite cartoon characters are the Peanuts characters. Don't be Charlie Brown. Every year, Lucy holds the football, and what does she tell poor little Charlie Brown? Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to pull the football this year. I promise. Just go back. Charlie Brown's, oh, no, no, no. Finally, she convinces Charlie Brown to run back and to start running like he's going to kick the football. What happens every single time? How you doing, Prince Pierre? Lucy pulls the football. It's the same thing, guys. So if you look at the link I just dropped, New York, also, that was Kathy Hochul. I hope they can, you know what's going on with Kathy Hochul right now. They're all being exposed. With the Chinese spies, they're all being exposed. It's all coming out now. And so I hope they can get her out of there. They definitely need a governor who's going to be there for the constituents who actually voted for you. You're supposed to be looking out for your constituents, Miss Kathy Hochul, Miss Black kids in the Bronx don't know what a computer is. Yeah, but that's who you want to continue to vote for. Vote blue no matter who. No, thank you. All right, let's look at this. How you doing, Cecilia? Cecilia, you've been coming here a lot, and so I'm going to do a little deductive reasoning, and I figure that you're enjoying this content, okay? And we're glad to have you here. Cecilia, look at that title. All of you, type in the comment section what you think about this latest rules. Now, they've been doing this, but like I said, what they normally do, they never say, oh, we're going to give you reparations. They say, we're going to put together a commission. Get out of here. No, you're not getting anything. You're not illegals. Get over yourself. Come on, wake up. Where are we here? Rolling Democrats use that sad, tired reparations garbage every election. Another truth bomb. I have some content to share with you. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Because people just, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. All right. I think I'm going to share this in the ultra liberal state, of course, of California. Now, hopefully everyone can see this. Now, they did this in June. Cecilia said she likes listening to smart people who make sense. Cecilia, I'm going to flood the comment section with hearts for you because all of you are smart, and I try to be as well. Everyone look at this. Now, look at the date on that. So, California gets reparations recommendations as some bemoan Supreme Court's ruling and Newsom's absence. And I'll share this when the live is over so you guys can go back and look at this. California's Reparations Task Force delivered its final recommendations to lawmakers in Sacramento Thursday, and some in the audience commented on the absence of one of the early champions of the task force, Governor Gavin Newsom, as Alley Cat calls him. Newsflash, people. Again, the football pulled out from under you, so you're on your back. Governor Newsom has had years. If he wanted to give you reparations, he would have by now. But you see what he chose to do. Continue to flood California with illegal. He's a part of that too, okay? And give them millions and billions of dollars. What have you received? All you ever get is a commission that never amounts to anything, okay? Those of you who are just coming in, please go ahead and hit that little like button. That little thumb, it won't cost you one thin dime. The task force members also noted the irony of the U.S. Supreme Court ruling against affirmative action in higher education on the day the task force nearly 1,200-page final document with hundreds of, everybody see that? Let me highlight this word here. Some people, recommendations that are never carried out. I would encourage the Supreme Court to read the interim report, said Cheryl Grills, a task force member. I would encourage them to read the final report and understand the legacy of enslavement and the ongoing harms that are with us to this very day. This is Secretary of State Shirley Weber, whose bill created the task force, called the High Court ruling a heartbreaking regression. Okay? And then Camilla Moore, she was the chair of the Reparations Task Force. Now, remember, what do the Democrats do? They put black faces in high places so that you think they are on your side. Newsflash, these people already have their checks. They're not thinking about you. This is another dog and pony show, smoke and mirrors. Okay? And look at how long they've been doing these commissions. The state's 9-member task force set out in 2020 with the mission to form recommendations for how California could repair the harm from centuries of systemic racism and the legacy of slavery. California became the first state in the nation to have such robust public discussions on reparations. So where's another operative word I'm highlighting? You're still just discussing about American citizens. The legals aren't even citizens. You didn't do any discussions. You just brought them in and gave them thousands of dollars in food stamps, checks, free housing. But you keep forming commissions, lying to people, telling them that you're going to give them reparations. Get out of here. It wasn't always pretty. During 200 hours of public meetings, there were some tense exchanges among the hundreds of public commentators and witnesses, and thousands of pages of public documents were written with the help of the state's Department of Justice. Now, 2 years later, Weber and several members of the Black Caucus addressed a full Secretary of State's auditorium. I felt very strongly that if any state could do it, it would be California, said Weber during a news conference beforehand. So again, all they get, I don't know why people can't see this. All you ever get is a commission and recommendations and discussions. How you doing, Peter? Chocolate Bunny, how are you? Chocolate Bunny, everybody, let's flood the comment section with hearts. Chocolate Bunny said this is their first time here. We're glad you're here. We hope you learned something new that you can take away to share with family, friends, whoever, and someone you meet on the street. So again, folks, tell me, maybe I'm slow. Maybe I just don't understand. We're sending love to you as well, Chocolate Bunny. I'm going to stop sharing this because I want to read these comments. Team Hazard, how are you, love? So tell me, for years, the most liberal state in the union, I don't know, they neck and neck with New York. Come on. So you bring in people who aren't citizens. You didn't do a commission for the migrants. You didn't do anything but pass out our taxpayer money. Tell me I'm wrong in the comment section. I'm sick of it. People can't see this. Alley Cat, Roland, what is California going to do? Charge the reparations to their Walmart card because they don't have the money? They're broke. But you have millions of dollars for illegals. Make it make sense, people. Maybe I'm slow and I don't understand what's going on. So you continue to lie, gaslight, all of these other terms I've been saying to your residents, to your constituents. Now, let me share this with you. I'm not done, people. This really makes me angry. And why everyone can't see this, I don't know. I shared a video with you, when was it? The other day. And I played a video, I think it was Friday, I don't know, Thursday, one day. And I shared a video with you from Pink Book Lessons. Because she's not having it. And I like the way she thinks. And she's saying the same things that we're saying in reference to this reparations crap. And this is what she's doing. She has the picture. Now, remember we said the Congressional Black Caucus NAACP, Al Sharpton, all of these puppets and plants that have been placed before Black America by the Democratic Party, they are not there for you. They are there for themselves so they can keep those checks coming. Cecilia, and they didn't need a study for the illegals like reparations. Cecilia gets it. Oh, you keep getting together a reparations committee. You didn't get together anything for illegals, millions of illegals. You didn't need a committee. You didn't need a commission. So stop it. Chocolate Bunny, definitely against immigration because indigenous melanated Americans losing our identity. We lost land and identity the first time during the Louisiana Purchase, land from Louisiana to Minnesota. Chocolate Bunny again. We're about to lose it again to these immigrants. Chocolate Bunny, it's already lost because people won't read, they won't do research and realize they're voting against their own best interests. The Democrats are not going to give you reparations or anything else. Let me read this, folks, before I have a total meltdown. Attention. And see, Pink Book Lessons, she puts them on blast and she tells people, she has a lot of followers, subscribers. She says, attention, Lori D. Wilson, leader of the California Legislative Congressional Black Caucus, the California state legislator, put those bills on the floor today. This was 7 days ago. Or you will be held accountable for failing to do your job. If you want to keep your job, do your job. Now, this is the leader of the California Legislative Black Caucus. And look at what she said. This is what they do. Sabotage is the word, sabotaging Black people. Coming up, what did I tell you? The Democrats, when I hear liberals, at least the Democrats are always putting Black people in high places. Yeah, for a reason, to hold you down. Okay? The leader, and so she put her on blast. And then she also shared, these members of the California Legislative Black Caucus are currently sabotaging Black Americans. Everybody see that operative word right there? Sabotaging. I think we all know what the word sabotaging means. Synonym with sabotaging, they're undermining. Okay? Listen. And she's saying, if you don't put those bills on the floor today for Black Americans, get ready to be on the Jumbotron for the next 2 years because we will not let up until we kick all of you out of office. They are holding positions in California, supposedly representing Black people, yet they are clearly undermining Black people. You can't make this stuff up. Look at all this. The Democrats have it down. All you do is put a bunch of Black people in high places. And what are we caught up in? Gender, right? And racial idolatry and identity. How you doing, Valerie? So, we see a Black face. Oh, we gotta go vote for them. No, ma'am, no, sir. That's the wrong answer. Policy, policy, policy. Valerie, good afternoon, Roland and fellow citizens. Hope you're having a blessed weekend. It's finally cooled off here in Washington State, West Coast Trump. For American citizens and upholding our Constitution. Yes, love. Pinky, rolling in the chat. Good afternoon. All of you who are just joining. How you doing, Darnell? I just spammed the comment section with hearts for all of you. And Baldwin Birds, the United States is no longer united. The Democrats have divided this country with their policies and pandering. How much longer until our country breaks out into another civil war? And that's what they want. That's the ultimate goal. Chocolate Bunny. Says we're about to lose. Okay, again, I got you. How you doing, Sharice Moss? If they wanted to give reparations, Black America would have reparations. Truth bomb. They know how to give money to other countries and non-citizens. That's what we've been saying. How are you, Jeffrey? I'm flooding the comment section again with hearts for Jeffrey and Sharice. All of you are making excellent, excellent statements of truth. And so again, and look right here. Okay, right here. And if you look at, like I said, yes, the Democrats put Black people in, and look at this guy right here with the African kente cloth. That's what they do. Yes, they do put Black faces in high places. There's a reason for that. Not because they love Black people, they despise Black people. It's to get you to continue to vote blue. Boo, boo. All right. So And if you look at the comments, like I said, thank God, a lot of people are waking up and vote them out. They're still, all they're doing is sitting around collecting a check. Vote them out. We will not be ignored any longer. The amount of traitors we have in our group is great. Yeah, they're traitors. They're just getting their checks. And if you keep voting for them, you'll never get your check that you deserve for hard work. They're getting their checks. I get my check because I go to work every day. Okay? You can get your check by working hard as well. But if you keep sitting around waiting for them to give you money, don't you see? Chocolate Bunny just came into the chat, first time she's ever been here. She said what I've been saying for a year. You're not getting a check. Get hold of yourself. Okay? Get out and work. We all get out and work hard. And people are finally realizing Maxine Waters, she's not there for you. Look at all these comments. Okay? So people are waking up. Okay? So again, I just wanted to share that with you because that's the first thing liberals tell me. Look at all the black people that they gave high positions to. Well, tell me how that's going to help you pay rent, pay for high gas, pay for high food. You just tell me how that's going to help you. It's not. I don't give a care that all of these black people have high places. I've been telling you guys for a year, but this is the California Legislative Black Caucus. These are the gatekeepers. These are the plants. These are the puppets put in place to keep black people in check on the Democratic plantation. And like I told the guy, those of you, Alley Cat, you were here yesterday. The guy who came in and he was talking about it, reparations and things that America owes. And you know what I always tell people, don't come here to me talking about reparations because you have to start in Africa. Had they not sold their brethren and sisterin to the slavers, it couldn't have never happened. But you want to charge America, go to Africa. And I'm going to play an excerpt from Dr. Thomas Sowell. And I told you, those of you who've been here for a while, I told you I subscribe to his ideology. I just get out and work. I'm not looking in the rearview mirror. I'm trying to look forward. This country is not perfect. However, I will not be leaving to go live in another country because you have this whole group of Black Americans telling Black America, oh, I'm going to get out of here. They go over to Africa, get treated bad, and then they come right back. The videos are all over YouTube. Check them out. I'm not going to Africa. I'm an American, and this is where I was born, and this is where I plan to be planted. I'm not going over to Africa. And newsflash, I don't see them come on back home, come home, because some of these Black Americans, oh, I can't take it here in America, and I'm going back home. They don't look at you like your family, and then they get their feelings hurt, and then they come back and complain. No one told you to go over there anyway, except you listen to some idiots. Tina, how are you? Tina, I'm American Native, and I work. I don't get anything from the government. Me too, Tina. I'm not going to Africa. I'm an American. Period. Fairly Long, how are you? Pinky, did you notice how Christopher Holden was taunting our people in the hallway? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to try to steal another election. That's what we've been talking about. Cecilia, Ukraine is still begging for more, and they got billions for a never-ending war. But you let yourself, not you guys in the chat, but the people who are voting blue no matter who, you know who we're talking about, they are still falling for the football and for the banana in the tailpipe. You're not going to get anything. And I wanted to show you. So I showed you the reparations panel. I wanted to play this excerpt from Dr. Thomas Sowell. Look, if you want to know how my ideology goes, how I think, if you don't have time to read Dr. Thomas Sowell's books, his audio books are on YouTube. And if you take race out of what he's saying, it's strictly economics. So I'm going to share that with you, and I'll be keeping up with your comments. Tina, I'm Chippewa. My dad only got $100 a year from the government. Wow. Jeffrey, they come after me for $39,000 this week and told me to take everything by September 5th. Jeffrey, I hope you're not talking about taxes, love. That's a lot of money. Jesus. And that's another thing. I want those Democrats out. What they're doing, they're sitting up here taxing us out the wazoo, out of the wazoo. Okay? And all I'm saying is if I'm gonna pay those kinds of taxes, I mean, I pay thousands and thousands of dollars in income taxes. I mean, over 10,000 a year. At least use my money on Americans. That's all I'm saying. I don't mind it as much if you're going to use it on Americans. And this is the truth about slavery and reparations, because some of you who've been here for a while, you've heard me say, I'm looking forward. I'm not asking the government for anything. I'm just going to continue working as long as I can. Jeffrey, they always want more. They weaponize the IRS against us hardworking Americans. They do. Yes, Alley Cat, you understand. Yes. But at least spend my taxpayer money on Americans. Then I won't be so angry, I guess. I won't like it as much, but at least you're spending it on Americans. This is the truth about slavery and reparations, and this is how I feel. It's plain as day, people. Here you go.
A lot of attention in the Atlantic a couple of years ago called The Case for Reparations by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Quote, white supremacy is a force so fundamental to America that it is difficult to imagine the country without it. Reparations is the price we must pay to see ourselves squarely. Close quote. And Tom Sowell, who actually saw Jim Crow with his own eyes and experienced it, responds how?
It would be nice to know his evidence for what he said, just to be old-fashioned about it. No, it was a rotten system. But I don't know how we get from that to reparations. I mean, what we see in the United States in terms of the bad things, you see all around the world. If you were to give reparations to everyone whose ancestors had been slaves, I suspect that you would have to give reparations to more than half the entire population of the globe. Slavery was not confined to one set of races. I suspect that most of the people who were either slaves or slave owners around the world were neither white nor black. I mean, this was a universal curse of the human species.
Africa, the Middle East, Asia, slavery took place everywhere.
And it continued elsewhere long after it was abolished in the Western countries.
Right. Nowhere have intellectuals seen racial issues as issues about intertemporal abstractions more so than in discussions of slavery. Moreover, few facts of history have been so distorted by highly selective filtering as has the history of slavery. To many people today, slavery means white people holding black people in bondage. The vast millions of people around the world who were neither white nor black, but who were either slaves or enslavers for centuries, fade out of this vision of slavery as if they had never existed, even though they may well have outnumbered both blacks and whites. It has been estimated that there were more slaves in India than in the entire Western Hemisphere. China, during the era of slavery, has been described as one of the largest and most comprehensive markets for the exchange of human beings in the world. Slaves were a majority of the population in some of the cities in Southeast Asia. At some period or other in history, as John Stuart Mill pointed out, almost every people now civilized have consisted, in majority, of slaves. When Abraham Lincoln said, "If slavery is not wrong, nothing is wrong," he was expressing an idea peculiar to Western civilization at that time, and by no means universally accepted throughout Western civilization. What seems almost incomprehensible today is that there was no serious challenge to the moral legitimacy of slavery prior to the 18th century. Christian monasteries in Europe and Buddhist monasteries in Asia both had slaves. Even Thomas More's fictional ideal society, Utopia, had slaves. Although intellectuals today may condemn slavery as a historic evil of our society, What was peculiar about Western society was not that it had slaves, like other societies around the world, but that it was the first civilization to turn against slavery, and that it spent more than a century destroying slavery, not only within Western civilization itself, but also in other countries around the world, over the often bitter and sometimes armed resistance of people in other societies. Only the overwhelming military power of Western nations during the age of imperialism made this possible. Slavery did not quietly die out of its own accord. It went down fighting to the bitter end in countries around the world, and it has still not totally died out to this day in parts of the Middle East and Africa. It is the image of racial slavery, white people enslaving black people, that has been indelibly burned into the consciousness of both black and white Americans today by the intelligentsia, and not simply as a fact about the past, but as a causal factor used to explain much of the present, and an enduring moral condemnation of the enslaving race. Yet two crucial facts have been filtered out of this picture. One, the institution of slavery was not based on race, and two, whites as well as blacks were enslaved.
This is what I'm saying. But we know the I did not chocolate. I'll check it, love. I'll check it. And this is the narrative that they push to keep us divided. White people were enslaved at different points and eras as well, but all they push is the black narrative, right? So I'll continue playing this, and then I want you to hear what I definitely want you to hear what Sowell has to say. Hold on. I'll play a little bit.
The very word slave is derived from the name of a European people, Slavs, who were enslaved for centuries before the first African was brought in bondage to the Western Hemisphere. It was not only in English that the word for slave derived from the word for Slav. The same was true in various other European languages and in Arabic.
How you doing, Monique? I did not love. I'm going to watch it when I'm done with this live, and I just wanted to share a little bit of that. And I watched a short today. I'm going to pull up so you can hear exactly what he says. I just wanted to play a little short part of that, and it was on. Here it is. It was a short. All right, and I'm going to stop it until you can see it. Because like I tell people, you need to go and ask Africa. You need to go to Africa first, because all they want to do is ask America for reparations. Go to Africa. You're not going to get anything, so don't waste your time. But all they're doing is, oh, America, America, America. No, go where it started, Africa. And then those African countries are not going to give you one thin dime. Check this out, people. Okay, now I'll get it going here. The volume is up. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. And I'll play this for you. And if you think about what he said, this guy, why don't they have Dr. Thomas Sowell as a leader? This man is a genius. Listen to him.
As far back as you can trace human history. And what we're looking at is if slavery is something that happened to one race of people in one country, when in fact the spread of it was around the world. And
Thomas Sowell might be the smartest man in American history, or the wisest man in American history. And I have to acknowledge, at one point, I did not recognize his wisdom. I was fooled and stupid and didn't get how brilliant and courageous this man is and was. He comes with nothing but facts and receipts. He's the GOAT.
This is what I was telling you with the young man. I think that was, he came to the live yesterday. You can't do anything when someone has receipts. They're not pulling things out of the air. And again, if you read one of his books, the last, they're like 30, 40 pages of all of where, everywhere. He has the receipts of where he got all his numbers and statistics from. Again, several pages where he cited sources. He's done the research. And he says, that's what he basically says, you know, you're not going to get anything. And every group of people at some point in history has been enslaved. But why don't people who are always asking America to pay reparations, why don't they ask Africa? Because they know they're not going to get anything. And they should wise up and realize you're not going to get anything from America. You're just being duped again. Those of you just coming in, I'm going to drop this link again so you can watch this. They started talking about reparations in New York, and I did that video months ago. Why? It's time to vote. Now they're getting together a commission. They're not giving anyone anything. And again, how you doing, J.A.? J.A., I don't vote blue, love. Thank you for coming to the live. I do not vote blue. I don't. Okay. How you doing, Aurelius? Everyone who's here, please go ahead and hit that little thumb, that like button. I'm trying to, Ronald Williams, how are you? I'm trying to stop people from voting blue no matter who. So, no. Okay. Andrew, Roland, medal for calling attention to reparations not being sought from right, Andrew. I've said that in several videos when people come through the live chat. What about our reparations? Go to Africa and ask for reparations and see what you get if you get out with your life. Pinky, after the foundation of America was built and those people came on their own, not by force. Okay. And so anyway, that's what I'm saying about this whole situation, because we're probably going to see some more reparations commissions. And again, why anyone would fall for that crap, I don't know. All you need to do, if you have 2 eyeballs that work and 2 ears, you've seen the country flooded with millions of illegals, no commissions, no discussions, just writing those checks. Americans just continue to be homeless, continue to starve, continue to be home, to not have or not be able to meet your basic needs. They didn't do any commission. They said, come on. And even with the illegals that are committing all these crimes, they're still running around. Come on. You go out and commit the crimes that they commit and see how that works for you. Any of us in this chat section. They're going to come to our home or wherever we are, put the handcuffs on us and take us to jail. We don't get a pass. We don't get a get out of jail free card. Monopoly. Pinky, I know there would be no reparations, but I will not fight against it. Okay, Pinky. Okay. And that's fine. At least you know it's just another ruse. I want people to wake up and realize, because some people are really, and that Steve Harvey, I told you, I lost all respect for him when Trump was first elected. And then he came out recently and did that video. If you don't vote for Democrats, telling people, of course, he's on Team Kamala. You're never going to get reparations. You can vote for her all you want. You're still not getting reparations. So you see how he is used as a puppet, as a plant to gaslight people. You're not getting anything. And so I don't see why people can't see that. It's not happening. And for me, Pinky, and the rest of you, I'm just out here working every day. I'm not going, protesting, asking for reparations. I'm not doing any of that. I know these are lies that these people are spewing. Andrew, can you show the face? U.S. House of Representatives. All right, Andrew, let me see. I don't know. I would have to have time probably to find that. How you doing, Greg? Thomas Sowell, the wordsmith in Chief 44, is the GOAT orator that can explain things that on its face seem plausible, but upon further examination is total rubbish. Yes, Greg. Truth bomb. Okay. All right, let's see what I can find here. All right. Yeah, Andrew, I'll have to have time to find their pictures. All right. Let me see if I can pull up the Congressional Black Caucus. Those of you just coming in, I shared some clips. Okay. And if you're just coming in, I hope you can scroll back. Now I can show you this clip. These are the biggest plants and puppets in America. Well, they're running neck and neck with the NAACP and Al Sharpton. I can show you that. That came right up. Okay. Anyone look familiar? Now, old Jim right here, old James Clyburn, I call him Slyburn, in South Carolina. You've heard him every time some of the younger Black reporters ask him about reparations. He's one thing he is honest about. He said, "You're not getting reparations." So, and he finally said something that's true. We're at Monique. I agree. I do not think we'll ever get no. And so, Monique, if you're like me, you're out here working, trying to pay your bills and take care of everything. You're not up here wasting time on something that's not going to happen. And you know it's just a ruse. Look at all these people. These are all paid for. Congressional Black Caucus. Now, supposedly put together to help Black Americans. Get out of here. Andrew, look at the Congressional Black Caucus. Any of these people look familiar? And of course, Sheila Jackson Lee, she just passed away. So they haven't updated this page yet, I guess. They still left her on there. Yeah, but these are all the people that have been paid to keep us down. And on the Democratic plantation, again, they put Black people in high places because they know you're going to continue to vote for them. They are not there for your interests. They are there for their own, those paychecks. Look at all of the Congressional Black Caucus. And look at how long they serve. They need some terms. But again, vote these people. Get rid of these people. Vote them out. So you have all these groups of Black people that you put in high places, and things have not gotten any better. Kinder Bear, how you doing, Kinder Bear? Kinder Bear says, I gave them to y'all lifetime dairies to hunt. I'm not quite sure what you're saying, Kinder Bear. Yeah, you see everyone on here? Yep. All bought and paid for. All bought and paid for. About time for old Slyburn to have his fish fry down there in South Carolina. Okay. Andrew Dudd. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll stop showing that. Okay. There we go. And so that's basically what I wanted to share with you. Tell these people, if you have family or friends that are Democrats, Crystal, how are you? You can let them know this will never happen. Crystal, Ayanna Presley fights for hate. Yeah, a lot of these people, not all these people are native to America. They're from other countries. And they're supposed to be fighting for you? Huh. Never. Cecilia, if they still have it, she may still they may come up with a rules. They know Trump's going to eat her alive. Now, if they do go through with it, and of course, if they do, she's going to do so poorly, they're going to come up with some lame excuse. Well, something. They'll make up something. Oh, really, Kinder Bear? Yeah, the Kinder Bear, you can check out the video I did yesterday, the older crowd, yeah, if they're not on social media and using other news sources, they look at MSNBC and CNN and ABC. They believe all of that crap. They just, we have to give them some grace. They just don't know. C. Fryer, Roland, what about tomorrow? I will be watching the Dallas game. Are you going to be on? C. Fryer, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be watching the Dallas game. I just won't be on as long tomorrow because C. Fryer, I need to do a video on this. You see, the NFL is so greedy. They're trying to make it. They're going the same route that professional boxing went. They're gonna pretty soon. It's gonna all be pay-per-view, and they can have Cecilia. Okay, I'm not sending you any hearts. I don't care about those sorry Eagles. But where are we? Yeah, C. Fryer. I'll look at the games that, the few little games that are still on Fox. But you see how they're going to Amazon and Paramount. I'm not, it's not that serious. I don't have cable. I have a little antenna on top of my house. I went back to the way it used to be. I'm not paying all that money. C. Fryer, you with me? You're just saying, yeah, that greed is professional boxing went, and I hope they crash and burn because it's just greed. I mean, how are we supposed to make it? You just nickel and dime us to death. You can't watch an NFL game on the regular TV station. No, they're greedy. Paramount, YouTube, Amazon Live. It's not that serious. I'll just stay, I have a little, like I go to Mark Holmes' channel here on YouTube. I'll just sit there and talk to the people in the chat section. When the game is over, I'll go look at it. They have the condensed game with no commercials here on YouTube. It's not that serious. I am not paying to watch a game. It's not that serious. Where are we? Smart Final. I have not watched the NFL for 20 years. Yeah, they are so woke. Oh my God, it's sickening. But I still watch my Cowboys, but that's about it. For the games that are on regular TV, like if it's on Fox or NBC, but all that other crap that Amazon and Paramount, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not. I can find better things to do with my money. And no, and it just makes you angry because you see it's just greed, more money, more money. The NFL is the number one sport in the country, but that's still not enough. Come on. D, hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Yeah, the NFL is so woke. I'm done with them. I mean, I'm going to look at my Cowboy games, but no. Jeffrey, exactly. I had DirecTV for years. I got rid of them in 2017, and I have not looked back. I went back to how we had as a kid. We had an antenna on top of the house. I went right back to it because I'm like, I'm gone all day long. Why am I paying all this money for all these channels? Let's keep it real. Most of us only look at maybe 3-4 channels at the most, and then they make you pay for all that other crap. No, I'm good. Alley Cat, Jerry Jones is the owner of the Cowboys. C. Fry, you have to go somewhere and pay for food and drinks to watch the game when you don't have the cable station or pay sites. Either way, you have to pay. Right, C. Fry, it's greed. Right. Andrew, stop talking about my Cowboys. That's un-American. Okay. Monique, the Dems are going to fly Project 2025 over college football game. Yeah, yep. How you doing, Orange and Slinky? Sports does not make good care. It does reveal it, though. Yeah, it does, Orange and Slinky. Good. Andrew, he was shot, but he wasn't deleted. He's out of the hospital now. You're talking about this, the San Francisco player. Yeah. They were trying to rob him, I think. And he was shot during the robbery. Dorian, they're shoving her down our throats. I tell you, they are so woke because they're so greedy for money. They're shoving Swift down our throats because they're trying to bring in more and more women to the NFL. Again, more money in their pockets. Roland, did you hear about the fake poster they put up in Philly? The Eagles don't endorse. Yeah, Cecilia. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Any of you who have Truth Social, please share this out on Truth Social, your Facebook page, your Instagram page, so we can spread the word. C. Fryer, Florida told me to tell you something, because Florida is traveling today, and she told me, what did she tell me to tell you? Let me check my text messages here. She said, please tell C. Fry that since I won't be able to be on the stream, I'm delegating to her to deal with James Wayne and Steve Voiles. Love you. Did you hear that, C. Fryer? She left you in charge while she's gone. Okay. C. Fryer says, I'm in Kansas rolling, so we missed quite a few of the Cowboy games. Makes me so mad, but I refuse to pay for a subscription just to watch. C. Fryer, like I said, wait until the game is over with and watch it without commercials on YouTube. No, I'm not. Yeah. Where are we here? Thank you, Alley Cat, for sharing, love. And so that's it. I'm not going to keep you forever. I just wanted to come on and share with you this topic. And as I said, I subscribe to Dr. Thomas Sowell's ideology. Walter Williams, one of his contemporaries, God rest his soul, he's deceased. But same critical thinking skills that Dr. Sowell uses, Walter Williams used them as well, just like Larry Elder. I like him as well. Aurelius Roland, I'm also a Cowboy fan, even though I was a New York City Philly, and now I live in Tampa, and I still love my Cowboy. Yeah, well, I'm going to give you, I'll type in a couple of, these are the primary people that I follow here on YouTube, Law Nation and then Mark Holmes. They both have excellent content, and you might want to check them out. And of course, the Fish Report with Mike Fisher. He's great. Okay. And usually when the games are going on, they have the game. They'll be, analyzing, talking about what's going on. Andrew, Big Al, Big Chickening. What are you talking about, Andrew? And so Andrew said, new sport, bumpercrats, where Democrats go running on a field and others driving big pickup. Oh my goodness. C. Fryer, oh no, I can't handle those two. Tell Florida to please hurry back. Yes, C. Fryer, I'll send her a text and let her know. You said no, thank you. Greg, Larry Elder, the blackface of who white Sabrina. Greg, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Dorian, don't be surprised if the Cowboys lose to Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. Nothing surprises me any longer, Dorian. See, Fry, I'll be looking on YouTube for that. Thanks, Roland. Yeah. Law Nation. Then there's Vouch. And these guys are really good. Vouch, Lombardi. Okay. Those are the primary people that I look at. Okay. Oh, right, Alley Cat. Alley Cat, okay, you've been good all day. Now you have to go to the corner. I knew you wouldn't be able to contain yourself. All right. Debate in 3 days. Yeah, I've definitely got to go get ready and go live for that. I will go live tomorrow. I won't stay on terribly long. It's hard to compete against NFL football. So I know my numbers won't be what they are now, but that's fine. For the people that come, I'll still be on here. Orange and Slinky. Black people call Larry Elder a white supremacist. How? Orange and Slinky, any Black American who does not subscribe to the Democratic ideology is called an Uncle Tom and all other kinds of hideous names. I myself am called all kinds of names, which I won't repeat here on YouTube, or they'll probably block my video. I've been told, I'm a slave, all kinds of horrible things. I've been told that Trump or the Republicans are paying me to say this, and that's why I'm doing it. So any Black person who will not subscribe to the Democratic ideology is ostracized is demonized because we are independent thinkers and we just don't believe in their failed policies. Where are we? Kinder Bear. Okay. Allie, oops, I did it again. Allie, you knew what you were doing. You behave. Aurelius, I'll still come on at 4:00. I just won't stay on as long. Again, when football season starts up, most people are looking at the game, so my lives will be a little bit shorter because I don't want to keep people from their football. But I'll still be on sharing information, you know. And for the few people who come, we'll still be talking about what's, you know, going on in American politics, because we have what now, down to 59 days. We have to get ready. Yeah, Aurelius, every Sunday at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, love. Yes, Orange and Slinky. Again, they won't put Black Americans like Dr. Thomas Sowell, Larry Elder, people who could actually help change the plight of millions of Black Americans who have great ideas. Dr. Ben Carson, why he could be our leader, or all of America. That's not the type of Black person they want. They want the Black people. They want Black people who are going to say, you can't make it. White supremacy is holding you down. Just, you know, the victimhood mentality. We boogie. How are you? I will, sir. How's that work when I'm white and Roland pays me? Andrew. Yeah, exactly. Thank goodness I can go back and watch it if I miss you. Like, yes, C. Fryer, if you miss it, you know, I don't take a video down. It'll still be here, love. Kinder Bear, well, I don't. Soul fits the narrative. Andrew is called, yeah, Alley Cat, yeah. If you're going to use someone, but see, he doesn't subscribe to victimhood. So no, they're not going to use him. You have to subscribe to the Democratic ideology. Everyone who's here, please hit that little thumb. That's the like button. Okay? And I'm not going to. I am not a victim of anyone. Okay? And so, look at Condoleezza Rice. Why don't you have people like that to be so-called Black leaders? No. You get people who are compromised. And you compromise them because you're giving them checks. And they're going to say whatever you tell them to say. They're not going to do what's in the best interest of Black Americans or Americans, period. That's just how it goes. All right. I'm going to let you wonderful people go. I have loved this. I've really enjoyed this. If something happens, I may upload another video later on. And Alley Cat, you better be here. Alley Cat and where are my other cowboy fans? Yeah. All right. Cecilia, another great stream from Roland. Share it. Thanks, Roland. And thank God. Bless you and yours. But yes, Cecilia, thank you so much. I'm flooding the comment section with hearts for you. Cecilia, share this on your Facebook and Instagram pages, love. Thank you so much, all of you. I do not take your support lightly. There's anything, you could be doing anything that you want. You're spending your very valuable time here, and just know it is much appreciated. And let me see. I guess I'll go ahead and sing you a few bars, and I'll get out of here. One of my favorite in reference to Scamala. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another. You've been running from interviews. REO Speedwagon, baby. And for you, all of my subbies that are here today, you know I have to sing a Carly Simon song. You belong to me. My voice is gone. I can't sing anymore. You belong to me. Everyday people, yes. No, Andrew, I haven't had time, love. All right, I'm going to go. Isaiah, love you too. Okay. All of you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. You know what I do. when I end this live stream, oh yeah, don't forget, those of you who are still here, I just dropped the link. Did it drop? Hold on, let me drop it again. Watch the New York, when New York said, oh, we're going to get together, reparations committee. Please, I'm going to drop that link again. I actually dropped it earlier, but it's so far up the stream. I'm copying and pasting it now. Hold on. Copy link. And then we're going to get out of here. Everyone see the link I just dropped? Check that out. That was New York with their shenanigans. Oh, we're going to get together because so many Black Americans were complaining about the illegals. Oh, I think that we'll get together a reparations committee. Lies, 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 yeah. Do, do, do. Would I lie to you? The Eurythmics. All right, so I'm going to go. I'm going straight to the comment section. I've enjoyed each of you. I will see you tomorrow at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Everyone check out that link I just dropped. I did that almost a year ago with New York and their lies. Allie, you behave. Send me an email, Allie Cat. I'm waiting for your email. I will respond to you expeditiously. Love you all. I'll go straight to the comment section and I'll stay there as long as you're there, responding to your comments. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel.